Crowder, and I'll be presenting a speech to you today about minimum wage. With gas prices that are projected $5 a gallon by summer and everyday necessities such as a gallon of milk doubling to almost $4, how does anyone afford to live while making minimum wage? Minimum wage should be raised to meet the standards for living in a country where the economic value of the dollar has decreased rapidly. This is important because many Americans are struggling every day and in financial debt trying to make ends meet for their families. Today I will talk about the annual cost of living and how poverty, hunger, and people not seeking medical care is impacting the U.S., followed by how the raise of minimum wage could help drastically. Food costs per year for the average family is $6,372. Housing, $16,895. Healthcare, $3,126. The average annual expenses for an average family is $49,067. In the past 10 years, the deflation of the dollar bill is 26.5%. In the past 10 years, minimum wage has went up $2.10. In 2002, minimum wage was $5.15, and now in 2012, minimum wage is $7.25. Minimum wage growth over a 10-year span is 29%. An Indiana study shows 46% of Americans are living below the poverty line, up to 27% since the start of the recession in 2006. More than 4 million Americans report they have been unemployed for more than 12 months. The latest census data shows that nearly 1 in 2 of the U.S.'s 300 million citizens are now officially classified as having low income or having lived in poverty. 1 in 5 families earn less than $15,000 a year on minimum wage. 4.5% of U.S. households struggle to put food on the table every day. More than 48 million Americans, including 16.2 children, live in these households. Of the more than 20 million children who receive free or reduced lunches each school day, less than half receive breakfast and only 10% receive summer feeding. In 2000, 13.1% of Americans were without health care, and in 2010 it jumped to 16.3%. Employers are how most employees get their health care benefits, and now that it comes out of their paychecks, many Americans are cutting health care to make ends meet. The number of people who lacked health insurance last year climbed to 49.9 million. A recent Harvard study found that nearly 45,000 people die in the U.S. each year because they lack health insurance and cannot get good care. Those without insurance are less likely to get preventive care and often delay care until the condition becomes serious. A solution to raise minimum wage would be the decrease in government aid. 1 in 6 Americans receive government assistance. If they begin to make a stable income, fewer people will qualify for government aid, which will take less out of American people's taxes, since our taxes are what pays for this government aid. Another solution is to decrease credit card debt. In 2010, the Census Bureau reported that U.S. citizens have over $886 billion in credit card debt. If people made a stable income, they would be able to pay their credit card debt or even be less likely to use them. In conclusion, minimum wage should be raised to meet the standards for living in a country where the economic value of the dollar has decreased rapidly. Today I have talked about the annual cost of living, the impacts of poverty, hunger, and people doing without medical care, and how the raised minimum wage could help drastically. I encourage that you look around and see how costs have greatly impacted the U.S. and how the raised minimum wage would benefit those who are struggling. Thank you, God bless all of you, and may God bless the United States.